Okay, here we go. We're starting off with a long one today.
The light shall bring victory.
So a lot of times in this matchup, it just boils down to who has the best cards at the end in their hand. Who has the best tempo tools for the last kind of push. Being able to save Soul Mirror and stuff like that can be super huge. Things that allow you to take their stuff and develop on the side of it. Maybe not with Cthulhu here. We actually have a reason to try and pressure him a little bit sooner, because otherwise we're going to get Cthulhu'd. Thought it was going to be like a traditional Priest Mirror. But he actually has a win condition in his deck, so that's not boding well for us already, because our win condition is more just generic value stuff. Alrighty. So this is the deck that only runs 2 minions. It only runs Mind Render to break up combos, and then Cthulhu. So we have to Mind Render out his Cthulhu at some point. But we won't be saving Pyro for value because he doesn't run any minions. So we just have to Mind Render some Cthulhu piece at some point. And then we're good. Then we can fatigue him. What's up, that Juicy Apple? And Formula None and Morbo 2K? How's it going, guys? Do I ever play Battlegrounds? Not really. I mean, I'm either 10 or 11k in Battlegrounds. I peaked at like 12k in it, but it's not like my favorite game mode, so I don't play it too much. I like the regular game mode better. Just not a Battlegrounds guy. What's up, Sasadu Zero? How's it going, dude?
What is a loon's will?
What's up, Link 1429? How's it going, man? Forbidden words on a pyro. I guess it does do 3 damage. Butters 57043 just subscribed for 25 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave, Team Thingman. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. At least I still got a 2/2 worth of value.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
Yeah, just take the insight. I want to be moving through my deck quickly, I think. What so far has died from my side? Wild Pyromancer and the 5-drop? It's worth. Yeah. I mean, he... Forbidden Word's the last Pyromancer, right? So he doesn't have good answers for them. God, that minion's big. I think I'm just ignoring it, though. I'm just playing Ogremancer and going face. I don't even think I play Insight, because I don't want to lower the health of all of my stuff.
Predictable.
Maybe Insight could hit Cobalt Spellkin, which then gives me the 1 mana spell, which makes things attack 1, so I can steal things with Cobalt Acolyte. Okay, we still have taunts. I could steal a light well. Initiation's pretty hard here. Not every day you see it getting. No, Lightwell's not meta. Lightwell was created by his meta. See all sorts of crazy stuff.
Is Elun's will.
Made that off his time rip.
You making a big mistake, man. You think this is your time? It is mine.
Kind of a bummer, but we still have an 8/8 in play, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Are those eyebrows, or does Baron Geddon have a mustache? Zero mana Zephyrs. I want to save that for burst damage, though.
Your mind is not your own. Dance, puppet, dance. Your time has come.
That's his first. That's his second 2-of. We actually already knew he was a 2-of deck. Played 2 Draconic Studies earlier.
Join us in death.
If I can just stay, like, ahead, maybe we can get there. If he does 9 mana, clear everything in silence, I can maybe just make a Tyrion or something. I really like saving Zephyrs for bursts when you can, though, especially when it's 0, because I could pyro people. All I need to do is get him to 10 and we win.
Wonder.
Kind of nuts. See, I could go for a Tyrion here, but I think it's probably threatening enough to develop the other just random stuff. That unit's really good. This unit gets hard countered by Murozond, though, because Murozond will then create it and it'll shoot it. So that's the downside of that card. It is pretty strong. I think I want to go like Spellkin plus and 4/5.
A simple spell should do.
I'm gonna save Embalming Ritual to play with my Sethic turn. But this is enough damage to set up lethal where he doesn't heal, so we could have like a really surprising Pyro lethal next turn. We have exactly 17, so maybe he doesn't heal or remove anything. No, he's still clearing everything. No, we have a 10 mana Sethic turn. We only have one card to start it off with. We also have that, which is pretty strong here. I think I'm just developing though. I want to get stuff and then remove his stuff so my stuff can go face, you know? All battle cries. But yeah, eventually we start refilling our hand with the Galakrond. It's nice to have, for sure. But I want to see if I can maybe make these minions do work first before falling back on it. Mass Dispel. Oh my god, that card actually destroyed me there. That's not something I saw coming at all. Iceberry HS, thanks for 45 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. His Galakrond's already had 2 invokes, so it kills 2 minions, unfortunately. Ooh, that's a good one.
You think this is your time? It is
mine. That is a nice top deck.
Class dismissed. Now time for the real lesson.
How many times is Priest gonna kill my entire board before I can stick and buff it with Zephyrs? The ultimate question that we will never know. He still has a lot of AoEs left. He's down 2 Hysterias and Plague of Death, though. Boom, boom. The deck usually runs 2 Plague of Deaths and the Soul Mirror. So we got another Plague of Death to go through, a Soul Mirror, 2 Holy Novas, and then he's got 2 Palm Rings to generate random cards, and another Renew to generate a random card, which could be AoE. And there's also 2 Wave of Apathies that could slow things down, and 2 Breath of the Infinite. Soul Mirror. At least that's out of the way. But that is created by Soul Mirror. So now he's got another Soul Mirror. So he's got a Plague of Death, he's got a Soul Mirror, he's got 4 deal 2 AoEs, and then he's got 3 ways to create additional AoEs. Pretty good card. Pretty good hero power. Unfortunately, it brings back only an ooze, which isn't the most useful thing in the world, but hey, when you get a 6/8 from your hero power, that's not too bad. Boom, boom. The 3rd Hysteria. Stop making such good removal, man. I need his removal to be slightly worse. We are getting rid of almost all of his removal. Eventually, he's going to be able to create minions with his hero power, but minions are not removal. So the more we can get him to use, the better. But we're kind of out of stuff. They don't run ooze in that deck. He only has one more Plague of Death. We could YOLO the Tyrion. I want to see what we get off this hero power first, to see if it's a good minion for this turn. If it's not, though, I think I have to do the Tyrion. Otherwise, we just have no pressure. He might steal my Tyrion, though. Maybe I don't do it. He hasn't used any... what's that one mana card called? He hasn't used any of those. Wave of Apathy. That deck doesn't run the 4 mana guy, though, usually. Usually they don't run the 4 mana steal guy. Alright, he's not stealing it. He could Plague of Death me, though. But that's his whole turn. We could just take Doomhammer. It usually does not offer Doomhammer. But Doomhammer is fantastic here. Let's Doomhammer him. They don't usually run weapon removal in Cthulhu Priest.
Become the hero this world needs. Greatness calls.
You definitely can't mind control a Doomhammer, too. Actually, you can if you have a Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers mind controls Doomhammer. But it's easier to mind control a Tyrion than it is to mind control a Hammer. I think it's probably because Hammers think less. Less mind to work with. The Doomhammer has left me overloaded, so I can't play my queen. He'll have to wait. Steely guy. I'm playing that as a taunt and going face. They run Appo. Do they run Appo in that deck? They might not because there's not very many minions, right? So I don't think they do, actually. I don't think they do. It's such a crazy card to cut. But I think they cut it. So I'm not gonna kill his minion to play around Appo. I'm not gonna believe that he has it. I don't trust him. Not so friendly Cure, thanks for 31 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. What I think the tier 1 decks are right now. I think Highlander Priest is one of the tier 1 decks. Recently, a few people hit #1 legend with it. No Hands Gamer, he streams, he hit #1 legend with it. I think Rogue is up there. OTK Demon Hunter seems to be doing well. He doesn't run Appo, by the way. I was right, he doesn't run it, but he randomly generated it. So, should have played around it, I guess. Highlander Mage is the highest win rate deck in Legend? I don't think so. I would have a hard time believing that. Highlander Mage is, for a couple of seasons, has been a tier 2, tier 3 deck. It's okay, you can hit Legend with it. But it would not be the deck that I think very many people would pick to choose to try and go for #1 Legend. Which is the distinguishing factor, I think, between tier 1 and tier 2. Like, it's good, but it's not, like, amazing.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Just going face. I could broom, like, run that guy over, but I don't think it's worth it. Ooh. Freezing it, though. Freezing it's pretty good, because then I can hopefully kill it next turn with AoE. Because he doesn't have heal. Because he's transformed into Galakrond. And we get a random spell from this. Pretty good. Yeah, Highlander Druid's pretty good. think Highlander Druid might be a tier 1 deck. Depends how much Paladin you see, though, because Highlander Druid does not love the Paladins too much. Those are not very fun for that deck. A lot of decks are pretty good, but then they have like 1 or 2 bad matchups that screw them up. I awkwardly can't even corrupt that. I kind of want to wait and play this where there's things I can hit with my hammer so that it makes 6/6s. But at the same time, the pressure of the unit itself is so good here. He's used double forbidden words already. It should be pretty annoying to remove. I don't have any other weapons, so he should hold this weapon charge, I think. He's got another Plague and another Soul Mirror. I think he's going to make it to the Cthulhu this game. He just found 4 Plagues, 3 Plagues, 2 Soul Mirrors is hard to push through with Control Priest. But maybe. It depends. Maybe we get enough good hero powers, I guess. But it's pretty unlikely, I'd say, at this point. I'm losing a little bit of faith. Is it the second insight or the first one? It's the first one. So he still has the second one able to find the Cthulhu. He's afraid of me killing him. I got nothing. I can get rid of, like, some of his stuff here. He had Vulgin. Why didn't he Vulgin it? What is he doing? So if I can cast one of his Cthulhu spells, I win, right? So I just play this, cast a Cthulhu spell, gets rid of Cthulhu. Because it's his deck. Oh, he does just hard run Oppo. I was wrong about the no Oppo read. But this is his deck, so I'm just going to try and play a Cthulhu spell. Damn it. I didn't play a Cthulhu spell. I want to play this so that he can't get Cthulhu out as easy. Unfortunately, now he's going to heal for 6 on the Soul Mirror, but then he takes his Soul Mirror, Holy Nova, and then I'm fine. Okay. Because he heals for 6 and then we hit him back for 9. We're in a good spot against his hand. Unfortunately, I didn't pull one of the Cthulhu spells. Which is crazy, because there's Maw of Cthulhu and Heart of Cthulhu I could have hit. I had 2 Cthulhu spells I could have hit. But at least now he has to play those spells, Cthulhu gets added to his deck, and then he still has to naturally draw it. So it bought us a lot of time just removing the Insight from his hand. The Insight is such a huge speed up for that deck. So he heals for 6 here, and then we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now he top deck the Penance. Oh, you found the answer. I want to do Shadow Madness this turn. There's nothing for 1 mana that gives me lethal. The Shadow Madness is so good. So I'm gonna hero power first. Ooh, too bad I can't make that 1 attack. Maybe in the future, though.
You don't pick the ones.
Marazan's pretty good. He has a Vulgin in his hand, so just in general, big things is pretty good.
Above and beyond. Above and beyond.
Might have been worth it to try and just not Shadow Madness and just play a death so he doesn't get the healing, actually. I killed my own 3/3, though. This 3/3 probably connects twice and makes up the difference.
You making a big mistake, man.
Always lucky. They can cast Soul Mirror for me. I'm just hero powered and playing Murazan.
You think this is your time? It is mine. You making a big mistake, man.
He might be not running 2 Plague of Deaths if he's running Oppo. He's running like Oppo and Master Spell, which are kind of unique.
I taste.
Okay, Cthulhu only does 30 damage. We just need to keep health in play and we're fine. We can actually just beat it. It'll be fine.
Become the hero this world needs.
I am beyond imagination. Succumb to madness.
Is anyone else lost?
Cabal value. There we go.
Let me change your mind.
Wing blast.
As long as we keep having stuff, he'll play Cthulhu and then we just kill Cthulhu and then heal. It's gonna be kind of tough to win in that fatigue scenario, but he is fatiguing 2 faster than us. Cthulhu's his last card, we win off this. If it's not his last card, we win off this. Let's do this.
Making a big mistake, man.
That either pulls out... Oh, I guess he has random minion, maybe. So I'm assuming Cthulhu is his last card. So I'm going to switch decks with him so that I draw it. If it's not his last card, and he has it in his hand, do I lose? Because if it's not his last card, then he gets to Soul Mirror me. It's probably his last card. I could lose, though. Well, let's try it. Alright, this is last card. We win. Easy.
A little help, please!
Wait, we don't draw a card when we switch decks, do we? I needed a way to draw a card while I did this. Am I dumb? I might have messed this up, dude. Because he's gonna switch back and then he still draws the card, right? I'm trolling. Way to give me the card. It doesn't give you the card. Alright, I was not supposed to play that. I just wasted my win condition. Now I just gave him the AoE to clear the board. What am I doing? Oh my god. I threw. I actually think I win if I don't do that. It's okay. We have enough health, right? So next turn he plays Cthulhu, and we go Apo Solmir. Does that work? No, the Cthulhu's only a 6/6, so it doesn't even matter.
What about? I am out of cards.
I'm dead. I die on 31.
My awakening brings a new age. Pray to your gods. Please.
Yeah, I shouldn't have switched hands, because now I lost the board that I needed to do that. I thought I would draw a card for some reason. I don't know, I spaced out. I could have won that game, dude. Alright, I'm embarrassed. I want to turn off the stream and hide. Why not apathy? Just to put more health on the board? It ends in a loss. Just math out the next 3 turns. We need to have that card. We could have played the guy in Holy Nova and lived, and then went Apo Solmir thing. We would lose still, I think. But yeah, the play was play the 5-drop Holy Nova. He plays the Cthulhu. We're live at 2. We then play Apo on his Cthulhu, Solmir in it, right? Get the healing back. And then we take 2 fatigue that way. We'd have to hero power into a taunt, and then Apo that. Then have him not have a second Plague of Death. But if he had a second Plague of Death, we lose no matter what we do. He's very likely to have a second Plague of Death.
The light shall
Did we see a Plague of Death when he switched his hands, actually? No, he had a Vulgin, right? I'm pretty sure we lost no matter what we did from that position. So I kind of just checked out. I should have swapped hands. I just assumed I drew a card for some reason. I big dumbed it. I don't know. I'm over it. I'm moving on. But I'm pretty sure it was impossible to win. After I did the switch. All I had to do was not do the switch, and then when he plays Cthulhu, it clears my board. Or he would go Plague of Death into Cthulhu, and I lose. He would go Plague of Death, and then I would have to redevelop. So I'd have to like hold things back, hero power, redevelop. Then he Cthulhu's clears that. Then we can kill his Cthulhu and redevelop again. I think I could have won if I was able to stick the Apo. But I threw it away when I switched decks.
quickly.
Happens sometimes, man. Not this time, though. I feel like that happens so much with Elucia, though. I've done it a bunch of times. I've seen my opponents do it a bunch of times where you switch at the wrong time and lose the game. It's a very tricky card to play, right? A very important one to do so. The repercussions of playing that card at the wrong time are absurd.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
We can get a bunch of these. Max Salarian Primes. Or we could kill it and heal our guy. We probably don't need Mass Solarian Primes. It is kind of fun, though. This seems like a better use of our mana. This is tempting. I almost went for it. Mind Flayer into a bunch of Solarian Primes. I mean, Lucia's really good. Lucian nerf was definitely deserved because it offered allowed you to do much more switch handsy stuff. Break more combos than probably they originally intended. It's very good in the right hands. It just happened to be last game was the wrong hands. I don't know. We had the beginning of the day gloves on. I don't know. Now our hands are better. It's gonna be better. I wouldn't lie to you. Big spell power. Dude, this Twilight Drake's putting in overtime. That Twilight Drake works weekends. He's out there punching. Why was she printed for Priest? I mean, it seems very thematic for Priest. Steals cards. It's kind of one of the identities of Priest.
A simple spell.
I mean, that gets value here. Not a lot, but a little. Was thematic, it steals cards and Priest steals cards. Twitch chat's response to that comment: disagree. What do you mean? It's thematic with it steals cards like Priest do. I don't know how you could disagree with that.
I wonder.
It's very thematic for Priest.
Amazing.
I didn't say that it was healthy for the game, or correct or incorrect or anything. Just that it is a steal card, and Priest does steal cards. You can't argue that. That's true. I don't know, man. Hate it or love it, it does steal cards, and Priest does steal cards. That's all I know. Big rally. Ready to rally the troops on the... That could be good.
And you get a spell.
I want to steal the 1/1. Back-to-back rallies. Are you ready to rally the troops? Or do you want to smite them? I think I'm ready to rally the troops. We got... I haven't gotten a 2-drop to die yet, but this is going to be our 1-drop that dies, is this. And our Mind Flayer is our 3-drop. Our 2-drop was... No, that was a 4-drop. So I just have to play a 2-drop, and then my rally will be 3 minions, including a Violet Spellwing. So we'll be able to rain down missiles on our mage opponent. Give him a taste of his own medicine.
What makes something real?
It also has Mind in the name. A lot of Priest cards say Mind, so... It's also drawn white. Had to be a Priest card. Just look at the art. We don't need to deal with this. This is somebody else's problem that they have to deal with. This is an obnoxious board. I'm just plaguing it, right? I get Zephyrs. What does Zephyrs do? Zephyrs Blizzard, Zephyrs... Nope. Probably just gonna plague it.
And you get a spell.
Couldn't missiles... Missiles could clear a lot here, honestly, and we could just develop into it. Chaos Nova trade. Swipe. If it gives me swipe, but it might not give me swipe. It doesn't know that one of these insta dies.
I must consider.
I think the safest play is to just Plague of Death. This mage deck doesn't bring around too many giant boards like this. Yeah, Blizzard clears. A lot of things clear, it's just, is that worth my Zephyrs, or is the Zephyrs going to be more valuable as something else besides removal in the matchup? One of the cards is always removal. The other card is not always removal, but sometimes something else. Yeah, I mean? Alrighty. I don't have a 2-drop dead yet. I want to get this 2-drop dead. I also wanted to accomplish things while it's living, but I do need it to die. And then I can rally, rain missiles. So let's do this.
I am beyond imagination. Succumb to madness.
Ogremancer seems to be meta all of a sudden. I've been preaching Ogremancer for months. I've been preaching Ogremancer before it was cool. Every time anyone asks me for budget suggestions for big legendaries in their deck, I always recommended my boy Ogremancer. Nobody believed me, and now it's meta all of a sudden. I've always believed in you, Ogremancer. Don't let them tell me otherwise. Dun, dun, dun. I guess I could have even thrown out an ooze, maybe. I have the hero power, so I'm just dumping crap out of my hand. We can promote something to Ogremancer.
I have become one with the boar.
Okay, don't kill me. Or my whole board. Hey, one Sethics lived. Overall, not the worst. Shadow or Death? That's what I want. Honestly, the 8-drop that kills it is probably best, actually. I want Shadow or Death. Alright, I'm gonna do this and just get Shadow or Death then. There's no way we can wiggle in the Zul'jin on the sheep this turn, I don't think. I was looking at things we could do that, but to make Zephyrs know what we want, we have to play mana first. Which then makes it so we can't Zul'jin our sheep to then pull the Ogremancer. Unless we try and get really lucky. These will all cost 0 mana next turn.
A whirlwind of flavor.
If I Vulgin that, he just gets to play it again for 1 minute. Ooh, Shadow or Death. Would you look at that? Renew. Beautiful. We're priesting him. This has healing attached to it. We could cycle this. If our thing lives. Alright, let's pull something out of our deck. Or his deck. Get a spell damage. No spell damage for the missiles. I'm gonna... Do I wait for spell damage on the missiles? This feels like it overextends into Arcane Explosion. I want to try and roll for heal card. That's good. How have I played this many buffs? Alright, 9's too much. I'm doing it. 9's too big. 9 is way too big. We gotta do it. Bulgin on Zephyrs did seem really good. We'd lose a little pressure on board, but then we can kill him with Zephyrs next turn, is what you're saying? That does sound ideal. I wish I read your comment sooner. Besides thinking about Lazul's scheme over Holy Nova. I invested most of my time that turn debating Lazul's scheme versus Holy Nova. Well, with blinders on, not looking at the other lanes. Really, I should have been looking at the Zephyr Zul'jin play.
I wonder.
Okay, we'll do it, guys. Look at that. Deck's insane. We can't lose. Have I thought about doing some meme decks with the classic cards that are in leaving rotation? A lot of the meme decks I've tried have been usually not fun. It's really hard in the current state of Hearthstone to win with meme decks. A lot of meme decks are really, really worse than the refined decks. Like, it's crazy the difference in power level between the good cards and the bad cards. Making meme decks, you lose a lot. Does Highlander Demon Hunter count as meme? I don't think that's what he means in terms of meme. He said win with Boulder Fist Ogre and stuff like that. Highlander Demon Hunter is a meme deck, but it runs all pretty, you know, good cards. Mizaki OTK? That's not a meme. Mizaki OTK is like a tier 2 deck.
Job's done.
Do you consider Warrior OTK a meme deck? No, Warrior OTK is a tier 1 deck. I don't know, man. You guys think a lot of the tier 2 decks are meme, but they're just like solid tier 2 decks. I don't know. I don't know what's meme anymore. Memes is like different in Hearthstone to every single person, depending on what they've played recently, honestly. So many things are fringe viable that you could do almost anything.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
Whoa. He's full. It's pure paladin. Usually you see people with the sort of mix, not the full-blown pure. Okay, dokie.
I feel bad for you. Facing me.
Bum, 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 bum. I want to steal his buff with this later. when he's least suspecting it. When he feels comfortable and alone. All by himself on the board. That's when the shadows will take his guy. And I'll strip the Libram from his hand. Wait, no, that's not the right one. Now if he Librams it, it's too big. Damn it, he played around it. I needed Libram to be on a smaller minion. Then I can take it and start playing it. Just wait. Eventually he'll slip up and we'll Shadow Madness away that Libram and we will be the Libram Paladin. And he will watch and cry as we buff for guys forever. Just wait.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Or he'll play around it perfectly all game. Just leave it on that 2-4 and trade with the weapon. No. Soon we'll get it. He'll slip up. He didn't play it, so I can take it. He gets to do what? I don't know. He gets to play this. He does get to do some decent stuff. I think I'm gonna take it though. Wait, he gets to take it back with my own Shadow Madness if I play another minion. It's kind of weird. Unless I play another minion, then put it on that other minion. I think I want to get rid of his Libram of Justice. And his Libram of Wisdom. More so than anything else.
By the light.
Job's done.
Oh, he could just kill it and then it goes back into his hand. I should have put it on the goody... I messed up. I should have put it on the goody two-shoes so he couldn't kill it. So I don't think I can kill a goody two-shoes with my hand. That would have been sick. Maybe he's not smart enough to figure this out, though. Or maybe I'll top deck Zephyrs and then he gets just the best card in my deck. Sick Zephyrs top deck. Yeah, he just gets it back because I'm dumb. I should have played Goody Two Shoes instead of the Libram, but the Libram, removing that from him is so tempting. Okay, that's a good card.
A simple spell.
None of these are very good. Initiation sometimes does some weird stuff though, so I'll take that one.
Impurity will not be tolerated.
Still outside the Shadow Madness range.
I wonder.
I think I have to do this though.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
Impurity will not be tolerated.
Oh, we low rolled
And you get a spell.
3 out of 5 times it hits our minion. That's supposed to be my card. We do Pyro Death stuff. Pyro Death, Holy Nova. 3, 4 to the board. 5, 6 with a rough. It's so sad. I'm just too far behind after the whole like Elucia thing. Because I didn't even get the buff out of it. I spent so much to try and be fancy and it was just bad. Feels bad, man.
I must consider.
Man, he took my Zephyrs too. That sucked. If only I didn't draw a really good card too. That would have made it really bad. If I had Zephyrs right now, I'd feel okay.
The best defense is a great defense.
I do love a good study session.
I don't even need the Pyro. Okie dokie. We're just killing things. Trying to stay alive and then dying. Next turn I can Pyro AoE's board.
Nicely done.
Shatrak will not fall in vain.
Yeah, you're supposed to steal their Libra Wisdom, so this card's not as good. Otherwise, that card owns you whenever they draw it. I messed up the steal. Because I forgot he could just kill it. So yeah, there was a mistake made on like... What turn was that? Turn 6? And that cost me the game. The little things, man. All the small things. Yeah, that's what gets you dead, man. The devil is in the details.
Anduin versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
The light shall bring victory.
The matchup looks difficult anyway. Yeah, it is. It is. But you have to win the difficult matchups if you want to be a winner. If you want to get number 1, become champion of the universe. My wife for hire. That guy Zealot rushes in StarCraft and he plays Zoo in Hearthstone. I guarantee it. Full keep this. Devastate his Zoo board like nothing. Priest is pretty favored versus Paladin, to be honest. I mean, we can check. We can analyze that. There is the information available. Actually, I'm at Highlander Paladin. That was the last thing I looked up data for, was Highlander Paladin. Oops. There's no Finley in any priest tanks. Highlander priest versus... Oh, I gotta log in. We'll see.
Muzzle their magic.
Paladin is an unfavored matchup. I think. I'm on the wrong tab, actually. Wait. Where is matchups page? Not enough games for meaningful data. Well, I guess we can't know. Not enough games for meaningful data. Just all... Nobody plays this game anymore. Low data, inaccurate. Maybe I gotta find a better sample.
Quickly.
He is Zoo though, we're getting away with it. I knew he'd be Zoo. Games, last 30 days. Highlander Priest. Only 6,000 games. Yeah, all we know conclusively while following the data reports is that Priest is bad versus Stealth Rogue. Which honestly, I feel like that matchup's kind of good for the build of Priest that I'm playing. Small tweaks in the build change things. This deck doesn't have Ooze. Eventually they'd have a lot more success. Oh, there's more data here. But it does say if you go to the matchups page, it's inconclusive. You find odd. Magic Carpet. That's a card I haven't seen in a while. I want it. I can take it next turn. I could kill it though. Killing it's probably smarter. Trying to set up to take things. Zoo's gonna figure out a way to use those things, and it's gonna be bad for you. Personally, I'm 1-3 versus Priest, although you might just suck. Probably pretty good. The key thing about Priest usually, when I'm playing Priest and I get my W's versus Paladin, it's usually when I'm able to land an Apotheosis on curve, or when I'm able to steal their buff, things like that. Usually they can kind of keep me off the board and just keep chipping face and just get there. I never feel super great versus them. Another Magic Carpet. And I can 50-50 steal it. I'd like to save my coin though, because especially with Plague, right? We want to be coining that. I think this is more...
I must consider.
Penance and Pass? What if I Holy Nova? No, that's dumb. I was thinking of like coin broom things next turn. I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna penance it. Keep it simple. Don't overthink this.
They're not trapped. They're my friends. Useful things, eager to share.
Useful things, eager to share. So now we can use this in the broom to kill the 2-3, and then we can play the coin to steal the carpet. Beautiful. They get the poke. Poke. Coin. Yoink! And thank you for giving me a magic carpet ride to see the city. Let me get to take this. Broom has died. I would love to get another mind control guy. And I would love to get another broom. I don't want a magic carpet, so hopefully that doesn't die. Just kill my 2-4, but leave my 1-6.
It's perfectly harmless.
Muzzle their magic.
Oh wait, I took 1 damage. Close your eyes. It didn't happen. Don't worry about it. We could be at 28 right now. Which StarCraft race did I main? I like playing Protoss. I like putting High Templars in dropships and storming people's minerals. I like putting Reavers in dropships and killing their entire army. I was one of those degenerates. We don't want to swap hands with them. Don't play this card. You've caused me so much grief. We don't need you costing another game here. Raised Dead gets me another broom and another cabal. I need something with a little bit more offense. Oh yeah, the carpet. I mean, of course, the carpet. The carpet doesn't actually do what I want it to do here. It would give my broom +1 attack, right? So we could run the broom in there, and then we could run the carpet and the pyro in there, so it's a full clear, but it feels really ugly. He has 0 cards. We can afford for it to be ugly, I guess. You know what? Fair. We can afford for it to be ugly. He's 0 cards. I do feel like we're kind of mistreating that carpet a little bit. I definitely did not take my shoes off while walking on that carpet. Ran it into a 6 attack minion. Like a monster. Alright, don't play Alucia. When you get to broom every turn, deck's pretty good. A5204, thanks for 2 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, man. And watching the VoDs on YouTube while you walk dogs for a living. Dude, you're living the life. You gotta walk dogs for a living. I love dogs. That's pretty cool, man. Hey, another carpet! I appreciate your donation to the stream, man. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. I could see myself retiring and becoming a dog walker. Right now I have a cat. Well, I have 2 cats, but one of my cats acts like a dog. Mr. Pippins. He is very dog-like. I swear, he was raised by dogs at some point. We got him when he was 10, so we got him kind of old. He'd been through the system a while. But he's a really sweet cat. And I swear, at some point he was raised with dogs, because he mimics all the behavior of dogs. But he's a cat. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
The light shall bring victory.
Yeah, my cat plays fetch. He always eats like he's starving. He begs for food. He's a dog. I swear. At one point in his life, he was a dog or something. I don't know. He was raised by dogs. Dogs have had a strong influence on this cat's personality traits.
Here for a chat?
All right, when Twitch fails, I'll hit you up, man. I'll Twitch DM you for the dog walking gig. That'd be cool. Okay. The smallest possible thing. We're against Aggro Rogue, which, given the in-depth data we just researched during the previous game, apparently they're supposed to beat us. We're supposed to get beat. They're counting us out already. They think we can't win. And we're gonna show them. We can win. It's not Aggro Rogue. Well, I'm gonna pretend it's Aggro Rogue for as long as until it's not 100% clear, because it fits my narrative really well. Definitely the Aggro Rogue that we researched from the previous game. Don't shatter my immersion. But you're probably right. Because this is the deck that I was hyping up that we're playing against, which doesn't include any of the cards our opponent has played. It only shares the similarity that they're both rogue. He is running the Aggro Rogue hero portrait, though. Aggro Rogue gamers run this hero portrait every time. Aggro Rogue players are looking for quick, easy wins, right? That's why they play aggro. That's why they play aggro rogue specifically. And they want quick, easy wins because they're working at trying to grind for achievements and rewards like portraits. So the more portraits they have, the more likely they are to be an aggro deck, right? It's just in their mentality to be grinding. That's my detective analysis on portraits. Thank you. What did we play so far? Wandmaker? That's it?
I wonder.
Maybe Alusha? Every time I think maybe Alusha, that's when I play it and lose the game. I'm terrified to play this right now, but maybe. He's gonna get rid of our Broom. He can't play Ogremancer. He's only got 4 mana, so all he can do is play like Broom. So it's honestly not bad. It'll be fine.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
Backstand this guy. Just discard his secret passage. That's good.
Job done.
Shadow Step Alusha. The rope was burning. We're not about to Shadow Step with Alusha. Switch back our hand, then it does the double switch back. This seemed good. We got rid of Secret Passage. That's the best card in his deck. He top deck. How does every time I Alusha, they top deck a nutty card? Come on, dude. I had 0 playables in my hand, so I Alusha top deck good card. He's got like double Wordle Kick Masters over there. Is double Alusha good? Usually when I'm losing by a lot, I'll play like 3 Alushas and just see if it can mind freak him enough for me to cheese a win somehow. I've done that before. Priest Mirrors gets really wacky sometimes. There'll be just like 4 Alushas and nobody knows what the hell's going on anymore, and then somebody wins.
I wonder.
That's the Hail Mary, I don't know what's going on anymore play. You know what I mean?
Care to make a wager, friend?
Oh yeah. Ogremancer. Big ogre. Unstoppable ogre. Yeah, we win. The ogre is protected by taunts now and above the threshold of life total for Eviscerate. So he's gonna play 6 mana, kill the Ogremancer. Make a 4/4. And no, why would you buff it? He's gonna die.
One stab, finish him.
Micro Machine did not get the memo. He's slacking off at work like the rest of you guys. Okay. Yeah, just full develop. Yeah, we're still fine. Like, how does he stop this? Rogue can't deal with these whiteboards. You and your homies hate Ogremancer. Ogremancer's good. I've been preaching this for months. It's good.
Spin like the suns, strike like the winds.
Strike like the wind. Frost Nova. It's the only card that saved him, right? He's digging. The double Frost Nova dig. At this point, just give it to him. Let's see where this game goes. That's not gonna save him. He's trying to chain Brain Freezes? Wait, he has a Shadow Step. He could have done one more Shadow Step for tries for Frost Nova. Now you have no mana. What are you gonna do with the Shadow Step now? What are you doing, Razzle? Actually, he's removed enough power. He's just straight up doesn't need the Frost Nova. He's just out tempoing it. What am I doing? 9 reach?
The future is clear. Your demise be named.
Oh, he's got a Blizzard. And I have Big Sword.
By the light.
I need to set him to 4.
Do not shoot.
Which means we're not trading with anything. Love it.
Your mind is empty.
We'll kill that. See, guys, I told you we weren't unfavored against aggro rogue. The data lies. It's not even aggro rogue. Dot column just subscribed for 8 months. Welcome back to the Batcave, Team Thinkman. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. I'm excited to see what I'll play next patch too. I'm ready for it. Tired of this patch. Dude, he had a hooked scimitar. It was created by... Yeah, he definitely wasn't aggro. What type of deck is this, Rogue? Don't think too hard about what type of deck the Rogue is. Look at the narrative. It was clearly this Rogue deck, right? He had those cards. They said we were 43% to win, and we destroyed them. We did it. That was a standard aggro Rogue, for sure. Lane Games, thanks for 11 months. Welcome back to the Batcave, Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back.
Anduin versus Tyrande. The light shall bring victory.
The Dragon Queen. I don't have removal till 7. So, but if I like play this and he develops into it, I don't accomplish anything. So I pass. If we had any single target skill, I'd just jam it, but we do not have anything. Hopefully he has something.
The future is clear. Your demise be
Big value. Soulmir's insane. Raise Dead is insane. Raise Dead to get Madame Lazul's to get more things. It's really good. Just taking the Soul Mirror is really good too. I want stuff to do in the meantime, so I'm taking Raise Dead instead of Golden Soul Mirror. But don't judge me on this. He's playing the Cthulhu deck, right? Because he has time rip, so we need to pressure him with minions, so we can't just remove things. He's playing something like... Here, let me find it. Let me show you. This is what he's about. He's about... is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. He's about something like this. With the Cthulhu and that whole thing. We need pressure, so we gotta take Race Dead. If it was like a standard Priest Mirror, we'd take Soul Mirror. But I think off that steal, I can identify that he's not playing the standard Priest deck. Alright, let's get these minions dead, bring him back to life, and then use them to kill him.
Predictable.
He doesn't have a Cthulhu. That's one part of the theory that I think I glossed over in the original analysis for sure. So my argument then would be that he's playing Cthulhu's Cthulhu Priest, which seems unlikely. He's just playing Galakrond Priest. Yeah, I might have went a little too deep on that one. Okay, he's just playing all two of Priest. He's just Galakrond Priest. So we should maybe took the Soul Mirror. We'll get the Soul Mirror on this one. Honestly, I still kind of like having these things.
The future is clear.
This gets Soul Mirror back. Look at this is even better than a Soul Mirror. It's a Soul Mirror and an 8/8. All works out in the end.
You don't pick the ones.
So whenever he Soul Mirrors us, we'll mirror Zant. Yeah, he runs the nameless one. He fancy. Alright, he's a Highlander deck for sure. No one's playing nameless one Circus Medic and non-Highlander. For sure, Highlander.
The wand picks you.
These draw cards. Does he have an OTK in his deck? Is there a non-OTK Cthulhu Priest floating around that I'm unaware of? Oh, it uses Circus Medic for OTK? We didn't corrupt it, so you can't. Brannigan McCraig, thanks for 7 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Yasharaj Highlander Control Priest. I don't think it's got an OTK. I think it's just like a Yasharaj value deck. Sleepy Penguin, thanks for 4 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Think. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. With that dank penguin emote, too, to go with it. Ooh. That's huge. Huge value. Ooh. Pew. I'm pretty content on not drawing cards. I feel like I'm in a good position with plays for days. I'm gonna hold off on drawing cards unless I feel like I need to later. It's not like he has a Galakrond gaining resources on me or anything right now. So fatigue is still going to be some sort of win condition.
You're not laughing!
It definitely seems like he's got some corrupty cards in there.
You think this is your time? It is mine. You're not
Come closer.
laughing!
You can trust me.
And then he soul mirrors, and then we mirrors on him again. I've done the OTK with Circus Medics in Shaman before. Because in Shaman you can double the battle cry. So that's how Shaman can do it. So that was a deck for a while, the Yasiraj corrupt OTK shaman thing at the beginning of the expansion. But I've never seen it done in Priest before. I don't know how they'd copy them. Druid can do it with Elise, yeah. Shaman does it with Double Battle Cry. But I don't know if Priest can do it. What up, JHT98? How's it going, man?
We are all bound to
Oh, Fate Weaver's probably involved in the combo somehow. I don't think he's trying to do a combo on me, though. I think he's just playing good cards. He's not a Highlander deck, though. He's definitely 2-of. So if I Soul Mirror, he plays Murazond, which Soul Mirrors.
I must consider.
So annoying. God, the taunts are so big. Let's make a 10-10 thing.
Your wish is my suggestion.
I must choose quickly.
I want the 10-10 to get immediate value before it gets removed.
why so serious?
This thing's almost already fully juiced. Oh, corrupt cards cost less now.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Alright, let's just cheese him with this. We'll just get 9 portals to outvalue him with. If he's got an OTK, he's got to make it to it pretty soon, because we're going to be drawing dragons. Easy game. Zeph never active. That's fine. Dream portals. There goes his Murazond, so now we can Soul Mirror without having to worry about our Soul Mirror getting Murazond. So this seems bad, but it's kind of good for us. The Soul Mirror, unfortunately, doesn't kill everything. Whoa. Every turn your third spell costs 1. Can we play enough spells to make that? Probably not. He's got 3/6 minions, so we need to trade one off first. We trade like this. So then my last spell is going to cost less, so I can do something and then play a spell. Smite kills this guy. So this one costs 0. I don't really want to play it. Wait, why didn't this one cost... What the f... What? Why does this cost 1?
Life at any cost.
Okay. I don't know what happened there. One costed 0 and then my other one costed 1? Why didn't they both cost 1? Or neither cost 1? Like, I vaguely understand why Smite would cost 1. But at the same time, if Smite were to cost 1, why would Abo cost 0? Don't worry, we bring it back. We're not out of it. $23 to 14, but we have 7 extra. We're still 2. He's 1.5 cards ahead of us. Play some things, man. Come on. Play it. That's not very nice. Now my soul mirror back isn't as good. Okay, I guess we're not soul mirroring him back. I just want to chug pressure, I think. How do I want to remove this board? I don't want to use any removal. I just trade this, leave the other guy. Okay, so we're drawing a portal.
On wings of destruction they come.
Not the best dragon in the world. But it's our dragon. Capsicin0018, thanks for 8 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. Glad to have you back. The Corridor Creeper copy pasted. That's going to become relevant again when everyone's trying to figure out what the best card's going to be in the next set. What the Creeper Sleeper is going to be. What was the sleeper card from this set that nobody thought was going to be good that ended up being really good? Is it Ogremancer? I don't think Ogremancer is good enough for that, but I'm a big fan of him. It's not Ogremancer though, quit trolling. It's definitely not Ogremancer. Prize Plunderer, Penflinger, Broom, those are all things that people weren't aware were going to be as powerful as they ended up being, that's for sure. Give me something good. Whee!
Your mind is not your own.
Alright, don't add more to the board. We are giga winning on board. Unfortunately, if I mind rendered, he can just play this. So he can't mind render yet. But next turn I might be able to like play this mind render because my hand is nothing. But sometimes when you're ahead, you play mind render just to swap hands so they can't answer your board, but we have an answer. Because it would make all of our guys be 1/1s. Broom's probably the best card in the game. It's from Skull Laments, right? That's probably the best card in the game. Z-Kill, Z, thanks for 55 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude.
On wings of destruction they come. It is finished. You win.
The Nameless one was overhyped. People thought the Nameless one was going to be nuts. It was a big old turd. Feels bad, man. Or a nameless one.
Anduin versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
The light shall bring victory.
Zoo. Penflinger is one of the best cards in the game, yeah. It's like Penflinger and Broom are... They've been kind of the story this year, I'd say. But they don't have the same feel as a Corridor Creeper, I don't know. Maybe it's because they don't rhyme with Sleeper. Super Pink Pillow, thanks for 6 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Remember the hype of Maiev? Kinda. We have big AoE into big AoE. All we need to do is not die. So I'm playing this so that I have the option to maybe even Mind Render next turn. What? You what, mate? I wanted 0 mana Power Word Shield to give him 2 health. What am I gonna backstab? He's trolling. I wanted Power Word Shield.
I must consider quickly.
I'm just gonna ramp into big AoEs. But I would have preferred Power Word Shield. I would have preferred it. It normally offers Power Word Shield in that spot. I think everyone knew Secret Passage was broken. Everybody that read Secret Passage was like, yeah, it's gonna get nerfed. So that card was not a sleeper for sure. Everybody gave that like 10 out of 10. Broom, not everyone gave 10 out of 10. And then it is clearly 10 out of 10. It's in his deck, it's in my deck. My deck's control deck, his deck's pressure deck. It's in every deck. Everybody needs a little sweepy sweepy. Zephyrs knew he had Soulfire. Oh. Smart Zephyrs. Yeah, I mean, my opponent completely passed. The Wild Growth ended up working out way better than the Power Word Shield. So Zephyrs actually totally knew what was going on. He's not Zoo, he's Control Warlock with Broom Voidwalker.
There is so much untapped.
He might be Zoo. But overall, I'm pretty pleased. I'm at 29 health at turn 5 against Zoo. Well, not turn 5, but I have 5 mana.
Such a fate.
We can get a 1/3 for 4 mana. 1/3s are on sale. What's up, Adam B52? I'm doing all right, man. Hopefully you're doing well.
Happy in the pit is turning.
Alright, I guess I'm thought stealing first. We do not want to discard the best card in our deck in the matchup. Thank you for the suggestion. Discard your coin. 8/8.
It's still good.
Good use of 4 mana.
A little agony goes
HR Klein, thanks for 3 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Thanks for hitting me up with that Twitch Prime. Glad to have you here. So I have a Pyro clear, I got a Soul Mirror clear, I got the Plague clear. We're clearing. Bam, bam, bam.
Wanna bite?
The dragon was actually a clutch draw there. Allows me to do this. Mortal Coil, not usually ran, but a lot of times they'll be running the Penflinger. They have 1 mana pings, right? Surely. No, they just have like Broom rushing another 1/1s. They don't run Penflinger. They don't run Penflinger, right?
I must consider.
There's a lot of different things that people play in Zoo. None of it is Penflinger though, so I'm healing myself. But it's like a ton of different builds of Zoo. With little changes here and there. I don't know, we were just talking about it, so I wanted to make sure I played around it. We were talking recently about how much Penflinger is and everything. Worth. Look at this, though. Now we get a Broom. Discard this ooze. Thick. Discard this car. Car?
Servants of the Black Harvest! A little attitude goes a long way.
Huh. I did not know that that wouldn't allow me to attack with these.
Minion already attacked.
I mean, it makes sense, but I've just... How have I never done this play before? I feel like I've done this play before. Maybe I just don't remember. I definitely thought these would get rushed. The attack from Soul Mirror. It does say they attack their copies. To be fair, I think that's how that's supposed to work. I guess. They should buff Broom, make that also work. Broom's too weak, it needs to work in more of these scenarios. Broom kind of underpowered, to be honest.
Hop in, the pit is churning.
Oh shoot, I forgot I had this! I had a Dark Glare! Oh my god, I could have played this, got mana back. I don't often have a Dark Glare on the board. Oh my god.
Got me fired up.
Imagine not using your Dark Glare, dude. I could have had 2 more mana. I could have played this 3-2. And this guy could have had taunt.
A little agony goes a long way.
We could have had it. I got the Pyro Apple combo. This was sick. That's guaranteed like 30 AoE damage to the board. Am I the guy in the Mandalorian? I wish. They do that on purpose, though. Advertise people based on their helmets instead of advertising people based on their face. Because the marketing rights for marketing the actor's face are very expensive, but the marketing rights for marketing their own helmet, free. Genius. A little scammy, but also genius. Well, been waiting for this moment for a while. Let's see. It's a little weird. I got to play this one before I play the heal one. So that part kind of stinks. But it works. It wins the game. But it looks a little funky. But it does win the game. We're almost legendary. Was Nightshade Matron plus Apo an okay play there? Maybe. I didn't even look at that play. I just was skimming through the plays, saw that this one worked, and decided to go for it. I mean, you should look at every play, but usually, if you find a play that's like, this one wins the game, you know, you just win the game. It looked like we had a couple of ways there. That's the nice thing about Hearthstone, man. There's so many roads to take.
Anduin versus
And a lot of times, more than one is correct.
I make my own.
And more than one is wrong.
the light.
Many more than one. But sometimes there's like 3 or 4 ways you could play the game to win. That's one of my favorite parts, is when you have a matchup where I played the matchup one way. Like, let's say there's like a matchup where I've always played, like, I got to try and get ahead on tempo, try and get ahead on tempo. And then I don't realize for a really long time, wait a minute. If I actually assume the control route here, I could actually win in a different way. That happens a lot with things like Zoo or some of the more aggressive decks. Sometimes the best way to play an aggro deck against a really heavy control deck is to out-control the control deck and try and make sure that their resources don't get enough value instead of just zerging them down. That's always really cool when that happens. It doesn't happen a lot with some of the more traditional aggro decks. Like, you look at Smork Rogue is way too smorky to ever pivot game plans. But previously, there's been a lot of cases where the correct way to beat Priest, especially no win condition Priests or other decks that don't have a win condition, like no win condition Warriors and stuff like that, there's been times in the metagame where it's been like, if you play out your stuff slowly enough, you can just outvalue their removal, actually. It's kind of cool. And you never think about that. Because it's an aggro deck, so it's weird to think about trying to play the value game. Like, Face Hunter did that. That was kind of one of the cool things that Face Hunter could do. We have very expensive cards in our hand. Well, how do we play very expensive cards? We gain many mana points. Deathstalker Rexar. That was kind of a more forced approach to pivoting your game plan, but yeah, you could just play Deathstalker Rexar and then be a control deck. That's not the face hunter period I was talking about, but it does apply still. It does make sense. Oh my god. He's gonna kill it. Tempting to try and heal it to make it live. This Shadow Hunter it. I have Broom Shadow Hunter to pull something out later. Okay. There's no way this just lives. Penance Broom. Raise dead, eviscerate. Yeah, it's raise dead.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Guess who's back? Back again. Zephyrs is back. Tell a friend.
One ticket, please.
Think that's freezing trap? What do the rogue secrets even do? Nothing.
You making a big mistake, man.
Cool, it wasn't plagiarized. It's dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
It's not cheating. It's erasing.
Yeah, let's flare away these secrets. Get another Zephyrs.
You don't pick the ones.
You fell right into my trap. Your wish is my suggestion.
Did not give me flare, but the Shadow Madness is good. Yeah, draw your 2 cards. I got another Zephyrs. I don't care about you.
Already dead.
Alright, what is this? Zephyrs number 4? Fourth Zephyrs. Highlander deck. Oh no, we had the 1 Zephyrs. We brought it back. And then we picked it up and then we brought it back, yeah. 4 Zephyrs and 9 cards. 5 Zephyrs and 9 cards if we count our opponents. Our ZPM is off the charts. ZPC. Zephyrs per card. Don't tell me he's picking it up too. Oh my god. There we go, the hero we need. Six Zephyrs this game so far.
One stab, finish him.
And that guy gets flicked a lot. We can use Zephyrs and Plague of Death to recover lots of tempos. We want to take this time to start gaining minions. Okay. Not exactly what I want. We can steal his Zephyrs if we use our Zephyrs. I need Plague of Death. So we have to use Plague of Death, then we can Zephyrs for Tyrion, then we can take his Zephyrs or something. Now, because these Zephyrs is our Tyrion. It's gonna be really hard to use that per really well. Flare this. I don't know, 2 Rogue Secrets and a Hunter Secret, do we even care? Just gonna play this. See what happens. Cool.
I never lie, but I never tell the truth.
Buy one, get one free!
Your wish is my suggestion.
Alright. There we go. He's back. Does he does he have another Shadow Step? He used the Shadow Step on this for some reason. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're keeping it going. Alright, Zephyr's number 7. Paladin Secrets. He upped its attack so I couldn't steal it with Cabal Acolyte.
She's here!
He's got Shadow Clone or Shenanigans up. Shadow Clone's the one where if you attack his face, he gets a copy of that minion with stealth, right? So we could give him something and then take it. Oh my god, that's some value. Mr. Python's ready to grind, dude. Holy smokes.
How much is this worth to you?
Mummy needs 5 more minutes.
Make it double! Buy one, get one free!
This is a Hunter Secret that could be sniped.
Don't let the door hit you.
And Circus Amalgam protects my guy on board, which is pretty good here. And I can wiggle in that hero power. Or I could cycle Inner Fire. I get just hero power. Ooh, that's a good one too. Big value cards. Very slow tempo card, the Mind Control, but amazing value. If he decides to go for a Tyrion at some point or something like that, he could be really useful.
I wonder.
Decent ooze value. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we can turn that to 1/1. That's a decent card. I don't think I can fit it in this turn. It's not very good with my current hand landscape, but it's a good card. Do I actually want to interfire this? This trade and that dying is fine. If I interfire it, we don't really... it kills that, I guess, guaranteed. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, that's big here. We can take Leonk with Cabal Acolyte, potentially. That'd be really good if we could figure out a way to do that. There might be some way. Did we take the Leonk, but... it seems like too much of a gamble. We could take so much damage on the backswing here. Next turn, I think I want to just do like this, plus some spells and see what happens. And just do this turn. When we're under less pressure, you know, do something that might not work. Instead of when we're under lots of pressure, doing something that might not work. We got the clears, let's use them. Oh god. Does he just have burn follow-up? Oh god. Looks like we have to Zephyr's heal.
We will feed on this world.
Mm-hmm.
Your wish is my suggestion.
8 mana mind control. That's pretty good. So we can mind render the Zephyrs from his hand, right? He still has Zephyrs plus the guy that gets secrets from Potion of Illusion.
I wonder.
And then leave him with mind controls and clears.
I never lie, but I won't tell the truth.
Too soon.
The secrets are coming back out. So I can like swap hands Zephyr's Flare. He has a Zephyrs, right? I'm not crazy.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
Yeesh. It better give me Flare. Give me Flare. There's 5 secrets. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no! Oh my Young counters the flare! Oh, that's bad for me. Overall, still probably fine. Come on. Go faster, game. Please. I couldn't play him. I could have played so many things if the game didn't just break and lag and then make the cards really big and throw them in the top right corner of the screen. No, we know the last secret, actually. We knew the last secret was Shadow Clone or Shenanigans.
We will feed on this world.
I just flared the hell out of that snake. So now he clears the board with my cards, but then at the end of the day, I have cards and he no longer has cards. So, I'm excited about that. If he doesn't AoE, then I AoE after he develops, and then we both have no cards, but he has 6 left and I have 11 left, so I win. We did it! We finally did an Elucia that wasn't game losing. It takes a few tries. It's a card that, like, if you haven't played it for a little while, it's easy to forget what to do with it. It's a weird one. So I'm gonna play Silence and kill everything. And then the game ends. I also can add cards to my deck for fatigue. Let's give him one of these.
Mind is empty.
And now I draw 2 cards a turn, and he draws 1 card a turn, and I start with 6, and he starts with 0. Let's see who wins. Looks like I win. That was a sick game, though. That was pretty hype. How many Zephyrs was that? There was the 8 Zephyrs game? 8 Zephyrs played. I think I played 6 on mine, and he played 2 on his. Dang, dude. Alright, be right back 1 second.
Anduin versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
The light shall bring victory.
Idlewild 69, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back to the Batcave, Team Thingman. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Was I top 1,000 last month? I don't know. Maybe. I haven't really been grinding ladder very much. Usually, at some point, I tank my MMR to like the bottom of Legend playing some garbage troll deck. For a while, I didn't really try and rank up on ladder because there's no incentive for players in Grandmasters League to rank up on the ladder. You gain literally nothing for like getting top 10 Legend because you're already in the Grandmasters League. So I haven't laddered in like years, like seriously. I just kind of play for fun. At one point, I qualified to the world championship, and I got to skip a bunch of phases because I was so high ranked on ladder consistently. That was a younger Firebat. And at all of my first like esport events and stuff like that, I was just playing Hearthstone in the corner instead of talking to anybody.
Your wish is my request.
We're going for it. He's gonna ignore it. We're gonna wild growth into Shadow Hunter it. Sorry for being new. What's Grandmasters League? It is the competitive Hearthstone circuit where you can win the world championship. Not everybody gets to win the world championship anymore. It used to be an open circuit thing where you could just like qualify through stuff. But now you gotta qualify through stuff, which then qualifies you to the Grandmasters League, and then you gotta win the Grandmasters League to qualify to the world championship. So they added another step. Darn, he had a minion. We're not doing infinite Zephyrs, it looks like. Unless we can palm reading a way to do it. Or unless he just doesn't trade for some reason. How many GM regions are there? There's 4 GM regions. Right? There's Americas, Europe, Asia Pacific, and then China, who has their own system that's completely disconnected, and they get to have like in-game tournament clients and all this other stuff. The China tournament scene looks sick. Bigger prize pool tournaments. A couple of players moved to China to play in tournaments. A couple of esports pro people. But then that whole thing kind of got shut down when COVID happened. But there was like huge talks of a lot of esports people going over to China. Because the Hearthstone Chinese scene is, like, popping off. This is going to be a really hard game to win. But an extra Plague of Death will help. Highlander Druid has close to infinite resources, and we have close to infinite resources. But their infinite resources come out for 0 mana a lot more often, and they can gain mana. So it's going to be tough for us to keep up with their tempo early on, but if we had stabilized to keep up with their tempo early on, technically we have more value than them. And I say technically because it really depends on what they copy with their release. I don't even know if that's worth it. Might be better to save that for a bigger target, honestly. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bees. Quality priest turn. It's okay. We're getting every card draw. We're one step closer to fatiguing him. Every single card draw. Put the B in his hand and pull out some Battlecry minion. Yeah, that's honestly not too bad because we have Plague on the following turn. It's reasonable. You might have been right. Oh god. What is this? Make everything big. That's gonna be a hard card to beat. Survival.
Time waits for no one.
We at least know that he's not Highlander Druid if he plays Survival a lot of times. Because right now he could be either Highlander or Survival. The Bs probably lean more towards Highlander though.
Need a hand, explorer?
Well, we know for sure he is Highlander.
Nature speaks.
I can take that. I can't really do anything with it though, but I could take it.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
Need a hand, explorer?
Speaks.
You don't pick the locks.
Not too quickly.
I kind of want to save this for the steal, but I can't let this live.
Listen.
We can pick up the Elise and then use the Elise against him. We'll infinite value his infinite value infinitely. Then we can copy Soul Mirror and Plague. He can't kill it. We're taking the Elise with us. No, he can kill it. Why does he get so many owls? Oh, no Elise. Oh, am I getting Elise?
I must consider.
I think we're doing no steal.
Your mind is not your own.
How do I not snack all day while streaming? Well, if I snacked, you guys would hear chomp, 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 and then you guys would abandon me. So, I can't snack. I can't snack during this job. Unless I mute the microphone. I don't know, it's a worse viewership experience, I think, if I snack. I don't like watching streamers that eat food, so I try not to eat food too often on stream. Because I want to be a streamer that I would watch. And I'm not a fan of food ASMR. I mean, deep down, don't we all just want to be something that we like? He's got 2 Zephyrs in his hand and is going to murder me. The Race Guy 83, thanks for 3 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Boom. 710 Wind Fury. Another solar eclipse into... Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's bad. These are both insane drops. Why did he high roll both of them? Both of them. Damn, dude. If these were just reasonably sized 8 drops, just pow pow. Double high roll.
Listen. Listen.
It sucks. I was hoping I could, like, overtrade something, pick it back up with Vol'jin, then be able to play it, do it with another big spell, do it again later. But not versus those 8 drops.
We must stop this corruption.
The Smoocher, thanks for 7 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Glad to have you back, dude.
A simple spell. Power into gets.
Dead to Zephyr, some are dead to the 3 mana deal 4 bite thing. Dead to Claw, too. Dead to many things. Bye bye. What happens if you do a 24-hour stream? 24-hour streams are kind of cool. I've done a lot of them when I was younger, trying to build viewership and create an audience. I think they really help. The Twitch formula really rewards people for streaming very long hours. The longer you can stream without stopping is very beneficial for starting out as a Twitch channel. But, I do not like streaming for really long hours. My nose starts bleeding and my head hurts after like 18-ish hours. But I've done a few streamathons and stuff like that. Ooh. Ooh. We want that for later. Can't play them both.
I am beyond imagination.
We're dead. We're not gonna recover from 1 HP.
Life and hope of world fighting. My dream is your nightmare.
Okay. How do I do? I just trade this into one of the guys. Maybe trade it into... Try this here, hysteria something. See what happens. It doesn't matter. Try and get a taunt on this. And play evasive for him. Take the Zephyrs to pick it back up later. Next turn we get a Zephyrs, guys. Next turn we get a Zephyrs. We pull it back. Three cost beasts. Don't kill the Zephyrs. Alright, we're gonna need Zephyrs to stick again because I don't want to heal yet. We gotta get ahead and then heal. So just stay clenched a little longer. We're gonna make it through this. It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. Next turn Zephyrs for sure. I needed to get that Battlecry value, though. Now we get to put Zephyrs out and then maybe Cabal Acolyte steal something or have Ogremancer to cement our board position. Maybe we can take a value trade. The world of possibilities awaits us if Zephyrs lives and we'd also live. Right. I think odds are against us on this one. Never know, we could win. This would make a good YouTube video if we win this. Yeah, there was no way. We were setting up so beautifully to get our Zephyrs back and do things. So beautifully. But it was not meant to be.
Anduin versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory. Light smiles upon the just.
Alright, show me Zephyrs so I can raise dead it. Oh yeah, Ed, you missed the game before that. We played 6 Zephyrs and our opponent played 2 Zephyrs, and one of the Zephyrs we played was his Zephyrs. So there was like, there were 8 Zephyrs, there were 6 Zephyrs generated and 1 stolen. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Bum, 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 bum.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
Sucker. Nice steel combo, nerd. Steal this. So all he got to do was pick a bad dragon for me? That was huge! We're way ahead. Oh, he picked a really bad dragon for me, though.
Your mind is empty.
Okay. Usually they can't pick that bad of a dragon for you. It is Vulgeny. We can Vulgen it out, don't worry. Whenever he Vulgens us now, it's gonna be big.
Magic is not a toy.
I can almost kill it. I can do 8 damage to it. Sad.
A simple spell. Your mind is empty.
What's up, Fragrant? Fragrant. It's going pretty well, man. I don't know why that 3 tripped me up as much as it did.
Do not lose these.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Shadowward Pain? Is that forbidden words, maybe? That's the hesitation? Oh, hysteria. I see.
On wings of destruction they come.
We want to burn through our cards really quickly because we have this guy on 7. So we're just trying to get as much ahead in tempo as we can, then just slam this guy and then generate new cards. We want to be playing. Plays for days.
Can you get a spell?
So, when you're the guy that can make infinite things, right? You want to promote things trading for things. So if everybody's going 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, and you're drawing 2 cards and they're drawing 1 cards, you win. As easy as that. So, we're trying to aggressively throw crap on the board, and he's going to kill it with his crap. And he's like, this is kind of favorable for me. But we're like, just kidding, because we have infinite resources now. And hopefully he doesn't also have it, and then that's going to create that separation where we start having more stuff than he has, and then we win. That's the game plan, anyway. Osvalden Hoz 1K4. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. So we don't necessarily need to even hit the hero power button. Whatever we can do to convert resources into tempo to force him to have to react, we do. And then the hero power button is just something, it's that comfy zone to fall back on. Alright, he also has it, so that plan doesn't really work as well. But we should still try and stress trying to be ahead on the board. So, give me a minion. Let me be ahead. Right? It's not a bad minion. It's just not really great for the turn. We're going to play a 2/4. We're going to try and copy that. Usually you want removal, though. Removal is kind of king, usually. But Gift of Luminescence does some fun things. We have a Veil Weaver left. I'll take it. We could do it out of this and do something. The downside of tempoing this out is maybe he can steal it. Oh yeah, we knew he had that too. Takes his whole turn to steal a 2/4.
Dance, puppet, dance.
So now we can get a copy of that and then steal it. So we Holy Nova, Gift of Luminescence, Smite. To get the active one still. Triggered my trap card. Alright, now I'm threatening to steal his next thing. We're just passing back and forth, Cabal Acolytes. He's gonna revive Cabal Acolytes to take my Cabal Acolytes?
You think this is your time?
Oh, that took it to a whole new level. Oh, we missed.
Think this is your time? It is mine.
Now we get to take a 1/1 Divine Shield.
On wings of destruction they come.
Time is running out. Join us in death. Dance, puppet, dance.
It draws. Ogremancer locks down the board from AoE. Threatens to make all them 2/2s. Cabal Acolyte made you quit Standard. It's kind of fallen off a little bit lately. I don't even run the 1-mana card that synergizes with Cabal Acolyte for the steal. It's a pretty good card. It's probably overrated, though. I think too many people save it too long without tempo in it. I think it's overhyped. It's good.
Magic is not a toy.
If you play Murazan after he plays his, do you get to cast his turn twice? No. Murazan doesn't copy the battle cries. You want to ideally save Murazan for Soul Mirror, if you can. Spell from my deck that does something here.
What if?
I want to kill that, but I also want to take that at the same time. Oh yeah.
You are a prisoner in your own body.
Is this too many resources into a plank? Nah, we have tons. We can reload with that.
In death is running out. Your time has come. Join us in death.
Ba, ba, ba.
What if?
It got nerfed, didn't it? Yeah, it got nerfed by 2 health. But I don't think the guy that quit because of it was quitting because it had too much health. I think he was quitting because he didn't like how Priest on turn 5 would play it and steal his stealth 5/4 from Druid or something. You know? Because that can be the frustrating part. The swinginess. It's one of those cards that if you don't respect it, can definitely catch you with your pants down and upset you. It is upsetting to deal with. The Soulmere Broomblade doesn't work. I need to play a spell to be able to cast the things from this. I could just rip this to get a copy of the Soulmere. And then just ignore these 2 spells. I could find Renew or something off this too.
On wings of destruction they come.
There we go. And then we'll Soulmere him. Yeah.
You think this is your time? It is mine. Time is running out.
Big value. We're at 9 cards, we're good. We have many value points. And he just soul mirrored, so now he's thinking he's probably got plague. We're at 13, he's at 12. We got plague into Deathwing to wrap up this game in the fatigue scenario.
Your mind is not your own.
Power in trinkets!
Dance, puppet, dance!
Time is running out.
I think this is good enough.
And you get a spell!
You just want to kill the 10-10 before it's a 10-10. I don't think I care too much about them getting random spells. It's probably fine. I don't know. Do you guys want to do some double Alusha play? So Alusha, I would get his hand. I can play stuff from his hand, and then I play his Alusha. And then he starts his turn with his hand again. And then they both swap back. So it's not bad if when we're far enough ahead, right? It's looking like he doesn't have any big AoEs. Alright, YOLO.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
Oh, there's a soul mirror in here. We could just play soul mirror. That better? Master spell. I have to do the Elucia thing, because otherwise he plays Deathwing. We need to give him his hand back.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
Time is running out. Alakazam! Be careful with that.
I can't do the soul mirror, because otherwise he could Deathwing me. What did this accomplish? I drew him 1 card and silenced his board. So now he is at 9 cards and we are at 11. So we are slightly winning more in fatigue. So that's going to give us 15 damage in fatigue or so. And it also made him not be able to Elucia me and do something nasty. And it silenced this Death Rattle, and it silenced this guy, and it silenced the Reborn of the other guy. So this is kind of sick, actually. I didn't expect him to have Master Spell, but it happened to work out really nicely. Darn. Looks like that's where the trail runs cold.
You don't take the walk, see?
Easy. I knew we'd priest our way through that turn somehow. Easy priest my way through it.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
This is a weird time to play that card. He's getting a very limited amount of value, and half the time he kills his own guys and buffs my board. Fortunately for him, all the buffs landed on his side and all the removal landed on my side. But he could have just killed all of his own crap. It was like super high risk and very medium reward.
Time is running out.
Get him.
And double pay.
That draws a card. We don't like that. We're not about that card life.
Your mind is empty.
He's 2 of Priest, so he doesn't have Zephyrs. He does have an Alexstrasza, though. Alexstrasza is really big. It's gonna allow him to do a lot of damage, even if we keep our health total relatively high.
I bring life and
Like that. I have to develop into it. It'll be fine.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Priest doesn't have burst. Reaver. How do I play around Elucia? Neither player has an Elucia remaining.
Mind is empty.
Time is running out.
I took his Elucia and played it already. He has like Mind Control and Katrina Muerte and Solmir and big things. He's gonna do that. Then we're gonna have to start like plaguing.
What about?
Double spell power is sick here. I can just breath instead of having to plague.
We are friends now. Hello, friend.
Ooh, now we have a Katrina Morte. You don't want to be the guy playing AoE first, usually.
Mind is empty.
We're trying to space out their final hand, so our final hand is just all the goods.
What about? You are a prisoner in your own body.
Making 4/4s.
We summon, not you.
do love a good study session.
There might be some genius pyro clear here, but I think this is going to be my first plague. The pyro clear seems sketchy at best. But he's still got so many resources to play out there, and I just had to kill so many of my own guys. It so feels bad, man. Like, there could have been an answer in this, and there could have been an answer in this that we could have went for instead. We also die if we miss. That's the scary part.
I do love a good study session.
We can't just plague that. And yeah, we can, I guess. The next development's got to be smaller than this, right? But we're back against the wall a little bit with this one now. We have to be pulling ahead on the next turn. Please, no big development. Something we can beat. We can beat a 3-5. Surely we could figure out a way to kill a 3-5. Hey, this is the card I need. We need lots of renews. We have Zephyrs for heal too. And we have Vol'jin to bring back the Zephyrs, so we can double Zephyrs for heal. We can double Zephyrs for heal. That's a good card as well.
A simple spell should do.
Radiance. Big. He's fatiguing before us, so we want removal. He has another mind render left. So he's drawing that soon. The other one was created by. Yeah, we might be able to... Well, the thing is, if I switch decks and he doesn't have his mind render in his hand, then we're in trouble. So we need to switch decks while he has his mind render so I can play cards and then switch hand bank. And we also need to be far enough ahead on tempo to where he doesn't kill us while we're spending 6 mana flopping the decks around. So, it's a little weird. But he does have an insight in his hand. So we can switch decks, draw with insight, and try and figure it out that way.
A simple spell should do.
Okay, I want to soul mirror this, I think. Jono, thanks for the sub. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man.
A simple spell should do. And you get a spell.
I am running out of cards.
He overdrew Insight. Not his Mind Render. So he either has Mind Render in his hand or it's his last card. There's a 50-50. So 50-50, he has Mind Render in his hand for another double Mind Render play. It's where we can give him a fatigue.
What if?
So we need to be able to Mind Render, play spells, then play the other Mind Renders so that he can't play our Insight. Also, there's Zephyrs in my deck, so he has 1 out of 3 to top deck Zephyrs if we do that. That's the downside. Upside, we add a fatigue tick to his hand. Downside, we lose Zephyrs and lose the game. So we 33% lose the game. So we gotta draw Zephyrs, then play Mind Render, make sure that he has the Mind Render, winning the 50-50 on that. He doesn't know that we have a Mind Render because we made it from Thought Steal, so technically we shouldn't have one in our deck, so he shouldn't be looking for a double Mind Render play unless he's extremely vigilant. Oh shit. Good thing the rope's burning. Because that could murder me somehow.
Your cry shall echo for eternity. And you get a spell.
So I can go for the 50-50 that he has Illusion in his hand.
And you get a spell.
But I want a Hysteria first. Okay, so I'm doing this.
And you get a spell.
I'm just trying to play Illusion into Illusion. Oh wait, I thought that had 1 more health. I messed up that. I was panicking about this. Alright, he has it, so we're good. So we just play this.
Share your thoughts with the class. Now!
Time is running out.
So that he can't catch up in fatigue.
I am running out of cards.
No, Zephyr's last card.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
That was
Okay, now we draw Zephyrs, right? Is that... I have to make Zephyrs give me 2 mana healing spell while I still have 5 mana to pick it up.
This is my suggestion.
I just have to clear, don't I? I mean, I could try and switch it, but it's pretty dead. I die in pretty much every play. Feels bad. Now he's got like 3 random dragons to kill me with. I don't think there's any way I'm coming up. The Alexstrasza did so much damage, dude.
Submit, heretic.
A simple spell should do.
Is there anything that saves me?
What if?
I can't really think of it. Deathwing I lose. He's got so many cards. I got a Deathwing into hero powers and pray. We'll do it. But I think it's a guaranteed loss no matter what we do. Get him. Infiltrator Vulcan. I would have been like Wild Pyromancer 2-mana spell Vulcan. He's got tons more value than me, especially when I discard 8 cards.
Shall echo for eternity. On wings
I just couldn't get my health
of
total
destruction
stable.
they come.
I was winning in the fatigue scenario, but my value didn't keep up with his. He had 2 Mirazons, a Katrina Muerte, a Soulmere, Skeletal Dragon that I couldn't kill, 2 Onyx Mage Scribes that I couldn't kill, an Initiation, a Devout Pupil that got revived, an Alexstrasza, a Deathwing, and a Mind Control. It's just like his average value, I think, was above the threshold of what we could really do. There might have been something. That's close. I felt good about our Luciana plays of setting up the fatigue clock. The second one was maybe iffy. Maybe the second one I'm just not supposed to do anything because it costs either player too much tempo to progress the fatigue clock. That I shouldn't worry about it. The first one was good. The second one, I think maybe I should have just said 1 fatigue's good enough and try to just play strictly for tempo.
Shall bring victory.
Yeah, probably. Who played Zephyr's different? I don't think so. This is my last card, and if I didn't do that, I died. So that's the one part of the game where I feel like we pretty much had to do that. Out of all the things you could criticize, I would have been open to pretty much any topic. But that one, I think the draw order just kind of dictated when we could do what we could do with that. I am open to criticism and love hearing what people's suggestions are. But with that one, when it's your 30th card, it kind of limits the amount of range you can play around with it.
Quickly.
Is it Lucia good against aggro? Not really. Sometimes it allows you to burn their burn. Burn.
We are friends now. Hello, friend.
That friend is a little bit too slow against aggro, I'd say. Karen is not the card you want against aggro. If you Shadow return the big taunt and then play Zephyrs, you could clear this board. That would be maybe some sort of tempo in play. It really depends if you think he's going to get a smaller or bigger thing from the return thing. He had like 3 random cards in hand, and one of which was a dragon. He might end up being just as big. But yeah, it's a fair gamble to take, I guess. Still gamble. Dragons are usually big. So I'm hesitant to replace a minion on the board with a random dragon. They scare me. Here's a guy that's gonna try and upgrade his weapon next turn, I think. He's got 5 mana, 4/4 rush, give weapon +1/+1. Otherwise, he just lost half the value of both of his deadly poisons. This was the card he had in his hand when he committed both deadly poisons. That wasn't corrupted. He got half the value out of like all of his cards and he's still gonna be fine. Disgusting.
Look what I won!
We gotta get spells to do things. We can't just heal. There we go. We can make things with Sethig, we could take things with Cabal. We got options now, but... yeah, he just got half value out of Deadly Poisons and Nitro.
I smell blood.
A cruel fate awaits you in the ashes.
Your mind is not your own.
Can you get a spell?
Insight for the Zephyr's Dig? Zephyrs and Ooze can be found on Insight. Although stealth AoE, stealth things can be annoying. They don't even play Edwin anymore, man. They nerfed that card. It's too slow for aggro. We have this to do versus stealth things, I guess. It's real slow, though. Probably gotta be AoE.
Can you get a spell?
I won
Dance, puppet.
We have Sethic stuff to do next turn, hopefully. Endflinger?
Hey, loser! Wasn't me!
What shirt that I'm wearing? I'm wearing a bonfire shirt. They make shirts. They're a company that makes shirts for streamers. And then streamers can sell the shirts. You know, they put like your branding or whatever on it. I was trying a couple of shirt companies because I was thinking about maybe making shirts. I just haven't found a good shirt that I like, I don't know, encompasses the Firebat brand. I don't know. I haven't found any shirts I really like. Design-wise. Comfort-wise, a couple of them feel fine. Seem like reasonable companies. I just haven't designed a shirt yet. We're going for the out heal. I don't think we can out tempo. We can't like kill him. I'm healing myself. Otherwise, Penflinger's gonna kill him. He's got 2 eviscerates left for damage. He's used both poisons, both nitro boosts. I don't know. Would you guys be interested in a shirt that just has a Firebat logo in the normal logo spot? I don't know. It seems like too lame, too like generic. But if that's what you guys want, I feel like I wanted. All right, well, shit, I shouldn't have been bash talking it. Everybody seems interested in it. I thought I had to do more than just my little fiery bat symbol on in the shirt spot. That's what I was, but that's like the original design. It was just like the general Firebat logo thing in the normal spot. I've been trying to come up with something better. But yeah, everything's been super minimalisty. Big winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Is there any way we could heal it first and then make it bigger? Nah, we heal ourselves still. Because there's like the inner fire play. It's just this. We have a chance. We've gone through 2 Sinister Strikes, 2 Nitro Boosts, 2 Deadly Poisons, and 1 Eviscerate, and many, many, many Stealth Minions that we've AoE'd. But, yeah, this guy just used 2 Deadly Poisons and a Nitro Boost on a 1-charge weapon. If he just did that on a 2-charge weapon, I think he won. He might still win. He had to spend a little damage here, though. Big, it's all coming up. Yes. Taunts. Who cost so much mana? They don't run sap or nothing. It's still better. It's better than ooze, yeah? How does he get rid of it? He's not gonna flick it. They run nothing to interact with this, yeah? They don't run the 3/6, right? He's got a Penflinger, this bad boy down. Watch him bust out the Iron Beak Owl, the mad lad. Nah, no Iron Beak Owl. Boom. Dose. Dude, the Black Knight? I've not gotten Black Knighted in years. In years. If I get Black Knighted, I will gift 10 subs. If I get Black Knighted. Anytime in the next week, if I get Black Knighted, I'll gift out 10 subs. That's how rarely I've been Black Knighted, dude. Alright, anyway. No, don't snipe me with Black. This is honestly, maybe this is the key to climbing ladder really fast. I troll people into playing Black Knight against me. And then, I stomp them because they're playing Black Knight. You just cut all the taunts out of my decks for the future and make everybody's playing Black Knight decks against me. I got no taunts in my deck. That'd be funny. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate everybody that showed up and hung out. Glad to have you guys here. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. And if you did, feel free to drop a follow. If not, drop a follow anyway, so you remember not to watch the stream in the future because you know that you didn't like it. I'm just gonna hang out and chat for like 3 or 4 minutes. Talk to you guys, answer any questions, anything that people gotta say. You rock, Mustachio Green. Appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Is Tulame? I enjoyed having you here, man. Turnips or potatoes? Potatoes. I love potatoes. Who doesn't love potatoes? You do everything with potatoes, man. Tater tots, French fries, hash browns. Mash them, mix them, put them in a stew. Everything, dude. I know, turnips, the only time I've really interacted with turnips is in Animal Crossing. I don't really interact with turnips IRL too often. It's more digital turnip sales. Dizzy Fajita just gifted out 5 subs. Appreciate the generosity, man. Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing. Wolfbird Cow, Don't the Third, Podski 27, Other Floyd, and Battlebean. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Make sure we get some big thank yous to Dizzy Fajita for his generosity, man. Have you commented on the state of Hearthstone as an esport? It's part of the community I used to love. Now it seems to be very dead. There was a huge transition, right, where we lost a lot of people, where Hearthstone esports was forced to be put on YouTube due to executives and stuff like that and their decision with that. It was kind of a last minute thing. It threw the esports team for a wonk. It took the esports team a little while to start getting their YouTube channel even like up and running like a real YouTube channel. But I'm hopeful for the future that now that things have been kind of more stabilized on YouTube, it'll be a little bit better. The state of the game and stuff like that is a little bit difficult for esports, but then there's new expansions coming up and some of the hardships are going to be dealt with, so it should be growing again, hopefully, right? There's the big hardship of COVID. That's pretty tough on any esports scene. The big hardship of them having to switch over to YouTube, which is pretty brutal. And then, like, the big hardship of just a lot of people growing up. A lot of the people in the Hearthstone scene are old. 7-year-old scene. People are leaving. And maybe the avenues for new talent to come in aren't as good as they need to be in terms of new casters being able to come in or new people coming into management positions or just new players being able to enter the system because they didn't need to be that good before because we had such a beautiful base in the community to draw talent from. It just existed because the game was popular and things were going on. But now some of these other maybe underappreciated avenues that aren't as flashy need to be more instituted better so that things can keep moving and be uninterrupted. But yeah, it's an interesting growing point for competitive Hearthstone. They have so many things good going for them right now, right? They have COVID's going to be over, so the live events are going to be coming back. Hopefully, let's cross our fingers on that. And then, so that's going to be huge to help the scene grow. They're going to be established on YouTube, which if you're looking at it objectively, YouTube's a bigger platform to be established on. You generally probably want to be on YouTube over Twitch. It reaches a wider range of audience. So it's going to be established on a bigger platform, which is going to have more growth opportunities. So that's going to be a good thing. And they're going to have that core set, which is going to be a good thing and hopefully allow new players to come in a little bit easier and stuff like that. The next thing they really need is friggin' in-client tournaments, which I don't know how they don't have yet. They have those in China and stuff like that. Maybe they're less appealed to try and create some in-game, in-client tournament sort of stuff to allow players to get in, interact with it more easily because of there's not very many live events right now because of COVID, and it's something to work on in the future. But some people have been asking for it, and I think they need, if they really want to keep esports to be a thing in Hearthstone, they need to have it more accessible to the general public through things like in-client tournaments and in-client promotion. They promote on the launcher, but a lot of people don't interface with the launcher, especially if you're on mobile, which is a large portion of the Hearthstone audience is interacting on mobile. So they really need to expand their approach to in-client advertising beyond the launcher and actually put it in the freaking game. I don't know. I could rant about this crap for a while, but I'm probably boring the hell out of most of you guys. Have you played any Valheim? Would definitely recommend. I have not played any. I've seen a lot of streamers play it. It seems like a pretty cool game, albeit a little bit complicated to get into. So I've been hesitant to approach it. I've been doing some other... I like to do like one kind of complicated game at a time. I've been doing a bunch of Divinity Original Sin 2 and the mods surrounding that game. So that's the complicated game that I've been dedicating time to right now. And then after that, I'll probably move on to something else, and maybe it'll be Valheim. If you're traveling west at 30 kilometers an hour, and my friend, I'm not doing math for you. Yeah, he's asking me his math homework questions in chat. I said I'd hang out and answer questions. I didn't say I'm gonna do your homework. What kind of channel do you think this is? Why don't you post videos of all that content instead of just Hearthstone content? I'm embarrassed. I'm not very good at a lot of other games. Honestly, I'm not very good at Hearthstone anymore. So I get kind of embarrassed sometimes when I'm posting Hearthstone content. I'm not the most self-confident person in the world, so it's hard for me to put myself out there a lot of times. I like to play video games to escape from the world and hide from my problems. And when you stream, it has the opposite effect. When you stream, it's more like asking your problems to yell at you. It's kind of different. So I like having some off-stream gameplay kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just kind of my personality type. It's something I'm trying to work on. It's not the easiest thing to get better at, being confident in your ability to entertain people while playing video games. It's a weird sentence and a weird skill to try and self-evaluate. Look at my chat's so smart. They answered the guy's B problem. Esports gambling? I don't know. I've always looked at gambling things as more of shady and sketchy. I've heard a lot of nasty stories about like esports related things or just betting related things going haywire with like people owning the betting website doing malicious things or bribes happening between players during the betting things. So it's more like, I don't know, that whole industry of gambling stuff has always seemed shrouded in a little bit of mystery to me. And that sort of stuff is actually deters me from doing something. I know some people get really enticed and they're really into things that are kind of shrouded like that. But gambling and cryptocurrency stuff just sounds too sketchy for me. So I've kind of avoided that stuff. Maybe I'm missing out on the greatest opportunity of, you know, my times. But I don't know. I've always been more of a play it safe kind of guy. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, police guy is the end of the stream, unfortunately. I'm just hanging out talking a little bit. But thanks for stopping by, even though you missed it. Next time you will be here. We'll do it. What deck do you want to see, man? What's my build in Divinity? I've had a few in Divinity. I first started the game playing it just regular mode. So in regular mode, I was kind of like a Hydromancer, Aerothurge, Lizard Mage, which is kind of cool because I had access to fire from the Lizard trait, and then I had access to, you know, water skills and ice skills from the Hydromancy, and then Aerothurge gave me the lightning. So I could really mess around with the environmental effects, which was pretty fun. And then I restarted a little bit later on and did one of the mods. I did the Unleashed mod, so that the armor was more like flat armor instead of a little barrier that prevents you from getting stun locked. And I liked the Unleashed mod a little bit better, so I started doing that. And then on the Unleashed mod, I was doing more of just a polymorph tank warrior kind of guy. But yeah, I don't know, the original game, there was so much turn skipping. I hated the turn skipping stuff. I don't know. Have I tried making any Highlander warrior? Actually, that's the one Highlander deck I don't have right now, I think. I have Highlander priest, Highlander paladin, Highlander demon hunter, Highlander rogue, Highlander shaman, Highlander mage, another Highlander priest, Highlander hunter, and Highlander druid. So I'm missing 2, and one of them's warrior. I made Highlander shaman before I started playing Highlander warrior. It's on the to-do list. It's something I gotta do for sure. How's my job search going? Going pretty well. I had an interview that I found out about after it happened. Apparently, I was supposed to have a job interview on March 9th. And they sent me an email March 9th at like 6 p.m. that said, "We missed you at your job interview today." And I said, I was unaware that I was supposed to be there. So I don't know. Maybe I've applied to too many places now. Because I definitely did not schedule an interview, but so now I got that interviews happening on the 22nd, which is actually my birthday. So I'm going to end up doing job interviews on my birthday. Kind of lame. And they already don't like me because they apparently missed a job interview that I didn't sign up for. So I don't know. Scheduling is everything's kind of crazy. So we'll see how that goes. I'm already in a ditch, so I got to talk my way out of that one. All right. What power move are you going to do at the job interview? I've done a few power moves at the job interview. I've done a mic drop moment where I try and have like a really long monologue, and then at the end of the monologue, I try and say something impactful, and then I just hang up the video call, and then make them call me back. It worked. They liked it. I don't know. I don't know if I would recommend that for everyone doing their daily job interview kind of stuff. I did it on a job that I didn't really want that much, and just to try and see what it would do. And they loved it. They thought the mic drop moment was great. Rachel didn't think I would do it, so I had to do it. Because I was like, what if I do a mic drop moment? And Rachel was like, don't do a mic drop moment. That's stupid. I'm like, but it could work. It'd be really cool. No one does a mic drop moment. And then, I did it. It kind of worked. I don't know. I think people appreciate that a little bit. Especially if I'm applying for like a creative position. It's kind of cool to do creative stuff and to think about it abstractly and not just be nervous. And instead just try and do something a little bit whimsical, lighten the mood some. But I don't know. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm just kind of workshopping it and wiggling it around. Trying my best, Oh, did I get that job? I got another interview. So, we'll see. I don't know yet. I haven't conclusively gotten any job. I've gotten to the second interview a few times. And I've definitely not gotten some jobs. But most of them keep sending me to a next interview. It's kind of fun. Anyway, time to end this interview with you guys. It's time to go. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you guys watching. Glad to have you guys here. And we'll be back live tomorrow. Drop the mic. Just end it mid-sentence after saying something. I don't have anything. You're putting me on the spot now. When I did this, I planned it, and I had something impactful that I wanted to say that was mic drop worthy. You can't just come up with something mic drop worthy on the spot. There's no way. I'm not that good. Maybe you guys could do it. I can't come up with something mic drop worthy right on the spot. Tomorrow we'll come up with something mic drop worthy, and we'll end it with a mic drop moment. It'll be great. I can't drop the mic, though. It's on a... It floats. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.